What's good, y'all? Today I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about what your Shikai stereotype says about you. And before we get started, I'd just like to say that we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and if you'd like to do me a favor, just go down and hit that subscribe button, because only about 2% of you guys are subscribed right now. And I'll be doing a huge giveaway in my Discord of a bunch of frags and a bunch of skill boxes, 10 or more of each, and then a bunch of other mythical items as well. And if we do get to 2K within a month or so, I'll also be giving away a True Hogoku fragment to one of you guys. And who knows what other events I may host there as well. So just hop in and let's just get straight into it. Berserk. Berserk users are pretty rare, but at the same time fit in two categories. The type of people who just play Berserk with anything at all because they like the Shikai itself and are generally pretty skilled at the game. They'll catch you off guard with the Berserk moves, and they will pretty much combo you really well. They know their combos, they know how to play the game, they know the base mechanics, and they're just generally very technically skilled. However, there's a second side to that coin, which ends up just being the fucking dagger user or hammer user who's abusing the fuck out of Wind Shunko and at the same time using Berserk's limit break to just straight up hit you fast enough where this game turns from a non-true stun combat to just a straight up true stun, which is ridiculous, and I genuinely think it needs a nerf. Or at least a limit on Wind Shunko stacking and Berserk mode stacking, because I should not be able to get hit faster than I can physically fucking react and parry or dodge. Water. Water users also fit into the same kind of category as Berserk. Water users are generally always very good. They always catch you off guard with the water moves. They always come from points you don't see them coming from. So they'll hit you in the back with the water moves half of the time. And apart from that, they're also very generally skilled players. They know what they're doing. No one really uses water and just sticks with it. They learn to use water and they learn to enjoy it, which I can respect you for. And the same cannot be said for the next one. Lightning. Even after the lightning buffs, lightning users still remain as abysmal as they were when it was meta. However, there's a lot less of them now than they were before, and that, I would just like to say, is a very good thing. However, the ones who still play lightning to this day have not changed at all. They still spam their moves more than they breathe, and will never initiate a combo with anything but the lightning dash. I think it's named Bararak. You people genuinely disgust me, because there is not another fucking key you press to engage a battle with me, and if you so much as get blocked on Bararak or parried, your immediate reaction is nothing. You don't have a plan. You don't have any contingency. You simply just hinge on the auto tracking and your opponent being dog shit and just dodging away from it. Because let's be real, none of you guys are good, apart from like maybe a small percentage of you. Confusion. Confusion users are not rare. They are everywhere, and most of the time they'll either be Hakura or Kendo because of the guard breaks that each bring. Because being able to confuse someone in the middle of a Hakura combo is devious. However, they're not as disgusting as lightning players because at least they have to get you in a combo first, and you can at least somewhat defend yourself even while confused. And after the recent nerfs where you could, I believe, block the confusion as well, confusion isn't all too strong, but at the same time, it is still very annoying to deal with, and its users generally aren't the nicest of people, and will always defend the confusion Bakai with their life for some fucking reason. Shadow. Shadow has remained a meta fucking Shikai since the fucking dawn of time. Everyone fucking uses it, and everyone and their mom uses speed with it, or speed or Kendo, and sometimes Hakura, but there is better Hakuras, so not many use it on Hakura. But the people who use Shadow always hinge on the same thing that lightning users do, that you dodge away from them. But given that every single one of their moves auto tracks and also does 70% of your posture, they don't really have to worry about you blocking at all. They just hit you with one move and the next is pretty much guaranteed, because one of the moves is invisible with invisible timing, that you have to block because you're not going to parry it. The timing is weird and it's just invisible. The snake is quick as shit, so it's pretty much impossible to parry. And the dash, they also go invisible, so it's another block. It is generally a very cringy playstyle, and the grab move generally should not be in the game, because why am I already being grabbed to do half my fucking health and then getting punished with another fucking combo right after? Creation users are even rarer than Water or Berserk, and they always run the same strategy as Berserk users. They always run Wind Shinko and Dagger and try to hit you as much as they can and hit you, and they always try to land that one I really like move from League of Legends where they put down one of the blades and then shoot out one behind you so they can stun you. And this move generally can go to hell, because why is it that quick? It's pretty much unreactable, and it's one of the weirdest moves that just doesn't fit in Type Soul's gameplay in my opinion. And every creation user will once again defend this Shikai with their life, for whatever godforsaken reason. And these guys will also always try to poke you down, and unless the creation hits you first, these motherfuckers will never go in to hit you themselves. It's like a fucking curse that never fucking ends. Fire Shikai. Fire Shikai is mostly used by Hakura players because of the one up tilt move that guard breaks, and it's generally a very good up tilt as it is, because it guard breaks and is very quick and does good damage. And they'll also be likely using Fire Shinko into catching Dragon. These people are one of the most disgusting fucking human beings on this planet, because they're just abusing what is most meta with Fire Shinko, and I hope you fall into a fucking ravine, you piece of shit. Wind users. After the wind balance changes, which I believe are very sensible, wind has become like the fucking plague. Everyone avoids it. Literally, not a single person that I've seen with wind before still has kept it. There's been like 2 per people I've seen with wind trying to play it, and I'm pretty sure they didn't even know it got nerfed because they just looked at me weird when I parried their wind crown. So, I'd just like to say that anyone who plays wind generally likes wind now, and if not, you are just weird. Zangetsu. Anyone using Zangetsu is either using it because of its insane ass Bankai and Visor compatibility, or is simply a beginner who couldn't get anything better and is just relying on the hyper armor and the insane fucking hitbox of the moves to get some easy damage off at the start, which I can respect. Most of these guys usually are beginners and are just trying to get by in the game, so I'm not gonna roast them too hard. But at the same time, why the fuck are every single one of your moves hyper armor? And why the fuck is the Zangetsu slash that fucking long? Poison. Poison is one of the new Shikai that got added in the recent update. And it is extremely good for Hakura players, because if you catch someone off guard, then you can hit them with that circle move that marks them, and then use Blink afterwards to just teleport and extend the combo. It is a pretty good Hakura extension or a combo ender, and then which can even lead into a combo extension if the opponent is caught off guard. So, the Shikai is just solid, but at the same time, it also requires setup and does not give you any chance to engage. Not like Lightning, where they can just spam it and then just get close to you and then extend the combo anyway because fuck you. These guys have to be actually somewhat skilled at the game now, which I can respect. Judgement. I truly still don't understand how fully Judgement works. I believe they debuff you with less damage and more Ryatsu cost or something like that, but at the same time, why in tarnation can one of its moves do 2 bars to me in one fucking hit? And what the fuck caused it in the first place? Because why should I be getting 3 shot, or damn near 2 shot, by a rare fucking Shikai? These guys are usually just pretty chill people. The Shikai itself isn't too busted. I believe it's pretty balanced, apart from that one time I got dealt 2 fucking bars in one hit. So, I still have respect for you, because pretty much only either beginners or people who just like counters use this, which are respectable. Blood users. Blood users always run Dagger. I don't know if it's a fucking generational beef they have with Longsword, but in my entire fucking 9 years of living, and it's been a lot on this game, I have never seen a Blood Longsword. Every single one of you uses Blood Dagger and always tries to catch me off guard with that one blood move that ragdolls. And trust and believe, at this point, ain't nobody catching me off guard with that again. Because why is it that quick? Why is there pretty much no show other than a slight sound? And why does it ragdoll me enough for you to start another combo? Makes no fucking sense. That one blood pull-in move also makes no sense, because why am I unable to guard the second part of it even if the first part hits me? But in most terms, blood users are usually pretty skilled and simply like Unohana, which, as I've said before with most Shikais, is decently respectable. Ink users. Ink users are the damn near honorable mention on this list, because why the fuck do I never see an ink user? I see more creation, confusion, and fucking Berserk. Even if it was a fraction of what I saw of each of those, that would still amount more to the ink users I've seen. The only ink users I've seen were my friend, who simply liked ink, and it was the only one he rolled, and another one was the one I made in ranked, who I washed very badly. Either ink is very fucking dog shit, or everyone just hates on Hyosube, his fucking name was? Forgot about him. The fucking monk from Bleach. I genuinely don't understand, because ink is generally a pretty good fucking Shikai. Ice. Ice is one of the 3 meta abilities at the moment that people use. Why? Because counters are still fucking unpunishable. And if they so much as desire it, they can instacast the one frame parry, or not parry, 1 frame counter, and you can't do anything about it. You can't even bait it out and then just hit them afterwards, because the fucking stun they take is non-existent. And by that, I literally mean the stun doesn't exist. You can't punish them. They will simply dodge away from you. And the counter lasts for way too long, because why am I waiting an entire M1's duration to swing on you, and the second M1 still counters me? Make it make sense. Flower. Flower is a decently cool Shikai, but at the same time, almost no one uses this, and anyone who does pretty much always plays Kendo, because it goes extremely well with Kendo. And these guys also are very good at countering Arankars because of their ability to just take away hero with the flower area, which takes away around 10 hero if in totality it's hit, which is pretty good. In my opinion, flower users are pretty decent at the game, and just like what the fuck is that? Byakuya, which is respectable. And I can always enjoy fighting a good flower user other than the M1 range, because why the fuck can they reach me from across the state? Theater. Theater falls in the same category as Ice, but just a tad bit more toxic, because these people will always do one of 2 things. They will flower passage and then immediately feint it to bait out your flash step to then teleport onto you, and will always use that one fucking counter, which is even worse than Ice, because it literally has no tail, and I have to look at chat to realize if you're countering me or not. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I should not be looking at the fucking chat box from my enemy to see if an attack is going to be coming my way, because a counter with no tail is fundamentally fucking broken, because you don't know if you've baited it half the time. They could just say it. They could just say the line. What if they're just standing there and just in chat half the time, just typing it away to make you think they did it, which by the way has happened to me a lot, and then they just do it anyway, back to back, and I'm fucking looking there, sat there looking confused, because what the fuck just happened? Suzumebachi. Suzumebachi is the new fucking meta for Hakura. Every person I've seen on Hakura has run Suzumebachi because of the fact that 2 of its moves are guard breaks and are very close range, so it goes well with Hakura, and on top of that, one of its moves is a fucking knockoff Shori, because why is it a fucking fast lock-on teleport that I have to deal with, while Hakura is already allowed to have Shori? I legit cannot breathe anymore with these motherfucking Wind Shunko Suzumebachi Shori motherfuckers down my neck. I literally have no fucking leeway to move at all anymore. And you devs generally need a fucking cyanide pill making these new broken ass abilities, because for the love of God, nerf the amount of fucking teleports Hakura has. Or at least nerf how many fucking lock-ons it has. An ability should not be able to give you 14 dashes, 17 insta locks, and then like 14 guard breaks. This is not normal. They have too much pressure. You literally can't get away from them. The one fucking step you take to get away from a Hakuda, they're already TPing onto you. You take another one if you parry that, and they're already TPing onto you again. So, with that, I'd just like to finish this video up. If you like this video, and just remember, this is all for shits and biggles. Don't take any of this too seriously. These are just stereotypes that I have experienced and based off my opinion. And if you did enjoy it, please go ahead and leave a subscribe down below. It's free and it helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya. You may subscribe, you piece of shit.